3 tips to become that guy. How did I go from this to this? In this video, I'm gonna show you guys how I changed my life from a video game nerd to a social skills coach just in 2 years. At the end of this video, I'm gonna share with you guys the secret tip I use to boost my social confidence in no time. Tip number 1, action rather than affirmation. You guys are being misled by the self-affirmation gurus. How many times have you heard, just believe in yourself and you're all good? I'm telling you right now, that doesn't work. Yelling affirmations in front of the mirror does not make you more confident. As Alex Hormozi said, you don't become confident yelling affirmations in front of the mirror. You only become confident by taking action every single day and stacking the evidence you need to become that guy. Life is simple. If you want to become confident with talking to people, you just have to go out and talk to more people. If you want to become more healthier, you just have to go to the gym every day. So let's talk about how to become more consistent with pursuing what you want in life. Let me share a quick story of how I figured it out. In my early to mid-20s, I used to be that guy who shouted affirmations 100 times in front of the mirror. I wanted to become a millionaire. But guess what? I made zero money over the course of 4 years. I've always wanted to change my life. I wanted beautiful cars, beautiful women, and a beautiful lifestyle. But I just didn't know how to continue what I started. So here's how I did it. I humbled myself and started to take small steps every single day. So my main goal here was to go out and become more confident and more social. So personally, I wanted to become that guy who's social, who's confident, who has every resource he needs. At first, I was scared of taking action. I remember the first time trying to go out and socialize. I couldn't talk to anyone. I tried to approach a woman for 3 hours, and eventually I did. But I got a rejection. And at that time, I was feeling so bad about myself. I couldn't make another approach for the next 3 months. So I started to make baby steps. I thought to myself, okay, how can I make this easier for myself? I concluded that giving out compliments and asking for directions wasn't that really hard. I started to do that since last February until now. I just went out and gave 5 to 10 people compliments and asking for directions. At some point, I was getting comfortable with making small interactions. So from there, I started to lengthen the interaction, putting in 1 to 2 more sentences. This eventually progressed to getting phone numbers and dates in the end. So remember, it's not about shouting affirmations in front of the mirror. It's more about taking the right action every single day. Tip number 2, becoming more disciplined. Discipline is talked about in so many ways, and so many people are talking about it. So, what is discipline? I like to think that it's the ability to do the things regardless of how you feel. So, I used to be the opposite from this. I used to have the worst habits amongst my friend groups. I would play video games all day long. I would binge watch YouTube, watch porn every single day. So basically, I had no social life. I would just go to school, wait for the bell to ring, and just go home and be stuck in my own little room. The solution for me was going to the gym. I guess everyone has a different way to develop mental toughness, but for me, training my body was the core concept around this. Initially, I would try to go to the gym at least 3 to 4 times a week, whatever happens. Even if I was busy, I tried to go to the gym for at least 30 minutes a day. And after that, it was a natural progression. 3 to 4 days become 4 to 5, and 4 to 5 became 6. So at this point of time, I was developing my mental toughness to do the things that even if I don't feel like doing it, I still learned how to do it. One thing I noticed about discipline is it gets easier and easier. At first, you're gonna feel every resistance in the whole world, but after making it your habit, it's not gonna be that hard, which means you no longer have to fight yourself to do something you have to do. There's a saying, going through adversity actually builds your character. So in other words, the things you're going through right now is going to help you massively in the future. Tip number 3, focus on the action not the outcome. One mistake that guys make when they first get into self-improvement is they become outcome dependent. One time I was with my buddy who started out pickup like 12 weeks ago, and he just started complaining about the results that he was getting from women. What surprised me was 2 weeks ago, this man couldn't even go up to a girl. And he's like, bro, like I'm not having the right success rate right now. So what we can learn from this is when we focus on the outcome and the results, we forget to how to enjoy the journey. So the solution to this problem is positive self-talk. The only person in this world you need validation from is yourself. And if you think about it, if you only focus on what you did, your daily habits, your actions, you can stay positive. So for example, if your goal was to go out and give 3 compliments and you did that action, it's a fuck yeah, let's go. Regardless of the results, you still took the right action forward. And in time, I promise you, you are gonna get what you want in life. But at this very moment, all you have to do is to just give yourself a nice pat on the back. Just imagine, in 2 years, you can become the person you've always wanted to become. Just focus on yourself and don't focus on what others are gonna say about you. So make sure you apply these 3 concepts and you will get what you want in life. Remember, after taking action, it's a fuck yeah, let's go.